Hey guys, what's up? Alex here. Today we are here with more Gran Turismo 6. We're going to be going and hopefully completing this Novice Championship. We'll probably do the coffee break challenge after we do this little championship here. And we'll probably do that. We'll see what happens. But yeah, Novice Championship, let's go and complete this. So yeah, we got those tracks there, you can see. It's not going to be completed. Is this a good enough car or not? 450. Should we see what other cars we got just to change this up a little bit? What other car might be a bit more interesting to drive? Should we go with the Toyota 86 GT? Something just a bit different. I don't know whether it's going to be more or less competitive, but we'll see what happens. But Novice Championship Race 1 is about to get underway here at Brands Hatch. The Indy circuit will be host to this first race, and I think we've got a race around the Grand Prix circuit at the end of the season. So looking forward to this. Hopefully we can bring home a win. So far it's not really been too hard, so I'm hoping it gets a bit more, harder to race in the next coming episodes. But yeah, overall it's been fun, and I'm looking forward to hopefully doing a good job here and hopefully bringing home another win for the championship. Now, if you're wondering why I've got this car and haven't been watching the rest of the series, I got the anniversary edition, so I got a couple of extra cars. You've got 1 million in-game credits. Haven't spent any of that yet. I haven't spent any money on this game yet, in terms of other cars and stuff. But this car looks like it's very fast, so this will be pretty easy by the looks of it. But the guy in the lead's up at Druids already, and we're just coming through Paddock Hill under the Palmer Bridge. This might be the first race we might actually not win. Let's try and get down the inside there. I mean, if you don't play Gran Turismo at all, you might be just thinking this looks exactly the same as the last game, but it's just subtle differences. It just feels a lot nicer with a pad. I think at Eurogame, my friend said he drove with a pad and it wasn't actually that good, but it feels quite good for me. I don't know whether it's just me, but I'm enjoying it with the game pad. Maybe other people might not. I don't really know, to be perfectly honest. But I'm enjoying it with the pad. It's doing, I'm having a good time driving. I mean, I don't particularly like racing games whilst driving with a pad. I mean, I know I do F1 with a pad, but I think I need to go out and get a good wheel for that to be any fun on the wheel, because apparently cheap wheels aren't too good with it after I mentioned it in a recent video. But it looks like this one's going to be a pretty easy win. I guess this is quite a fast car. It's a nice car actually. Toyota, I think it was Toyota 86 GT. Yeah, we gained quite a bit of time, but yeah, it looks like we're going to bring home the win. Hopefully we just won't get all the rookie stuff out of the way, and it'll be much more entertaining the other parts. Hopefully as the difficulty rises, the level of competitors rises, it should be good fun. Break it into there, and now round final corner, and we'll be up to the start to finish line, beating the rest of them. And blimey, they are really slow, 10 seconds in one lap. I don't know what they are playing at, but across the line to win, not too hard at all. So the results, the Novice Championship. But overall, I think if what I could do is turn off some of the assists if it really is going to just be this easy. But what I'm guessing it's doing is just really bringing you into Gran Turismo quite slowly, and once we get to the higher events, I guess it will just put the good AI against you once again. It'll be a bit more interesting. So the Novice Championship, I think we might win a car if we win this championship. So that'd be another one to add to the list if we do win. Is it loading? Hopefully it is loading and it's not just paused. So here we are at the next round, which is at Autumn Ring, I think. I saw Autumn Ring there. But yeah, this is going to be quite an easy championship by the looks of it. But who knows? We could make a mistake. We could end up in the gravel. I don't know. This is going to be a very tricky race, I think, because Autumn Ring isn't exactly the easiest of circuits, and it might end up being a bit of a, it might end up crashing. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But it looks like we're in a different order here. So we've got 2 laps of this. I don't know how long this track is. I can't actually remember off the top of my head, but it's good to see that they've sort of got rid of all the licenses and everything that you've got to do. Like, there's just so many in like Gran Turismo 4. Gran Turismo 4, I think, was one of the, if not one of the greatest games ever. It's just, it implemented so much sort of next gen stuff into a game that obviously wasn't next gen. So I don't know. I think Gran Turismo 4 was the big step forward, but I think in the overall terms of enjoyment, I enjoyed Gran Turismo 3 the most. But hopefully this can sort of get me into the spirit of just recording as much as possible. Ooh, Yamaguchi went back on the attack there. I didn't expect him to, but got that lead now. And this should be a pretty easy win as long as I don't do anything stupid. As long as I don't drive it into the wall or the gravel, I think I should be perfectly fine here. The racing line is a bit misleading, I'll tell you that. It tells you to brake a lot earlier than you actually need to. But this car, I tell you what, is really good. It's probably another thing, to be honest. I mean, a much faster car than a Toyota Yaris now, and it's in the same class, so you know, that's probably part of the reason. But it's just, I just wanted to make sure I had a different car for this episode, as I didn't want to be running about in the same car for the whole like first 10 episodes or whatever. I want to change it up a little bit, even if it is a bit less competitive. I'd like to just mix it up. Let's get to a little bit of damage. Obviously, Gran Turismo never really had damage. Gran Turismo 6 sort of brought in for some cars, the premium cars. I think quite a lot of cars in Gran Turismo 6 are premium. I think there are a couple of standard cars still, but overall it's looking good, Gran Turismo 6 in comparison to Gran Turismo 5. I'll probably have to give my full review at some other point because I want to get into the game a little bit more before I give a sort of a full review. I think I'm going to be posting, well, as I'm recording this, I'm recording this on the day of release, so I'm just trying to record as much as possible because I really am enjoying it. So I'm hoping to have already uploaded a review on my main channel. If I haven't, then I'm not on schedule. And yeah, so I've got a nice old lead here. This is going to be too hard, let's be honest. At the end of the day, we've got a much faster car, and it was always going to be quite an easy race here. I just can't wait for it to get a bit more challenging, but I suppose, you know, it's the sad things with games nowadays that they sort of make you have to buy these extra special editions, or you know, make you pay in real life money to get stuff quicker. Like I think it's called, to put it simply, it's pay to win is what people call it. Is having to, you know, get extra credits from the game or whatever. Now, I didn't buy the special edition to get the extra credits. That was just a bonus at the end of the day. But you know, this was a pretty easy race, and I think it was mostly down to us having a much better car than the rest of them. But overall, it doesn't really matter. We're trying to finish this championship as fast as possible, let's be honest, and then we can get on to the other stuff, which should be interesting. So we're just bringing up the balance of money all the time, and hopefully after this race at Brands Hatch Grand Prix, I think we should have enough to well, obviously we'd have enough to get a good car, but I think we're going to be given a car, but I'm not sure what. So that's going to be interesting to find out what. But love that I'm racing at Brands Hatch a lot, because obviously, as I've said in previous episodes, I live quite close to Brands, so it's nice to be racing it a lot in the game. Is it night? I'd say it's night. Rolling start. So either the sun's going down or the sun's coming up, but got the headlights on for this final race in the series, and hopefully we can bring home a win. I would be a bit astonished if we don't bring home the win, because we've been really fast in comparison to everyone else so far. But looks like 2 laps of Brands will decide this. I mean, if I spun it and came last, I wouldn't win the championship, because that guy, I think Yamaguchi or whatever, Yamaguchi, sorry, he's came second in all the races. So, you know, if for example he wins, I come last, I think he would still win the championship. So I've got to make sure, I've got to keep, you know, keep on my toes a little bit, make sure I don't do anything too stupid. But as this car is just so much more superior in comparison to this lot. I don't know why sometimes I just flick around the views. I'm sorry if I do that in the Let's Play. I'm really sorry, because I know it's probably quite annoying. Power slide out there, and away we go. Should be able to grab the lead before the end of this straight down here, because obviously quite a long straight. wow, so much more speed through there, and this is only the second lap I'm going to be doing on this Grand Prix circuit. It's crazy because I've been to Brands Hatch so many times this year, I'd say around 15, 20 times, and finally getting to race it properly in a game is really nice. I mean, obviously other games have it, like R-Factor, Grid 2. Grid 2 didn't really ever play that game too much. It's not that it was a bad game, but it just wasn't as good as other games. R-Factor doesn't have the Grand Prix circuit, I don't think, but there probably will be a mod coming around if there isn't one. But I don't really look out for mods. I just, you know, if I need them to join a server, then I'll download them or whatever. But yeah, Brands Hatch, really lovely track. Sadly, we'll never be able to. I don't think it will ever be able to use for Formula 1 again, just because it's such a thin track, a technical track, and really it's just not, you know, suited for the demand of a modern Grand Prix. And neither was Donington Park, really. At the end of the day, it would have been a really boring race in my opinion, because Donington, much worse than Silverstone in terms of just the width of the track, and there's just not really any overtaking opportunities at Donington in comparison. In a touring car, when you're driving slower, I'd say there is. Into the gravel, just power out of that. Good enough. Silverstone's obviously quite a wide track, and it's just got a big facility. I mean, Donington facilities would have been alright, I think, for the Grand Prix, but I just think the track wouldn't have provided itself to a very good race whatsoever. And I think people would have been begging it to come back to Silverstone. I mean, I really would. Like, when it first announced, I was sort of hoping it would go to Donington, because at the time I didn't really like Silverstone. But Silverstone went there this year for the young drivers test in F1, and I want to say it's a vast improvement to when I last went, which is about 2005 or 6. It was a bit of a disappointment, I'll tell you that. Back then, it was, considering it was an F1 facility, it was quite bad. 2005, 2006, but 2013 Silverstone is much better. So yeah, as guessed, I'll bring home another win here. It's nice to be driving this in such a lovely car as well. It's just a perfect car. Oh. Get a bit leery around there. Let's just have a look at this. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I'm just not paying attention, I'm sorry. So far out in front, I'm not really paying attention. You can see that the beam, that's low beam, then high beam. Pretty interesting to have that in there. I wonder if this one does anything. 24 seconds back. Second lap was a little bit faster, 2 seconds. That's pretty average, that race. I probably could have done a bit better, but it doesn't matter. It's such a superior car at the end of the day. So that was fun, just to get this series over and done with. I'm not sure what we're going to have to do in the next episode, but I'm hoping actually, you know, we've gained every single star. Yes, I know about that. So hopefully we get a car now. Here we go, Novice Championship. Congratulations, you finished first in the championship. And we are now a Series Championship, $5 grand in the bank for winning that championship. I wonder if we get anything special, maybe a car? I don't really know, we'll find out any second now. Saving data. No, I don't think we did get a car. Oh, so I think we got a car, and there we are. Renault Sport Clio RS11. Oh, it's nice you actually get to choose the colour this time. Awesome. I think blue. I like it in that car. It's really quite nice. I really loved the Clio actually. The modern day Clios, like for the last 10 years or so, probably some of the nicest sort of in race trim. Some of the nicest cars I think to watch racing. So there you go. Sunday Cup completed, get my words out properly, Amateur Cup completed, Novice Championship completed. Right, see you in the next episode. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. It's Blacks, and I'm out of here. Goodbye.